him back. Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On 1st and 10, here's Keenum. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Keenum going to throw. Left side here to Sanders. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Keenum to Sanders for the Denver first down.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
On first down, it's Keenum. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Jake Butt, the tight end, his intended receiver. That'll bring up 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And they'll run it here. And oh, his first carry, he loses the football. And the Jets have recovered. After all of the turnover woes that they had last week, another turnover on the first drive of the game.
And when you dive into the analytics of football, it's real simple. If you're down in turnover margin, you're not going to win very many football games. The best teams always rank in the upper part of the league in terms of turnover margin.
And last week's number for them was 5 turnovers. And as you saw, another one there. So following the fumble recovery, here's Darnold. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. On 1st and 10, Darnold. That's going to be caught. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you.
Looking for Sanders.
Oh, my God.
Picked off at the 40. And what a return as he brings us all the way back down to the 20-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot of nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to have to put a nickname after something like that, some big jelly or something like that.
Now Darnold. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
So when you have good field position to start a drive and you give up back-to-back sacks, that can be demoralizing for a team.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Gone! Here's Darnold. A little dump off for Corral. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on fourth. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion. What you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen. I tell you, it's not easy kicking field goals in the best of conditions. Yet in a downpour like we're in right now, it makes it that much harder. And sure enough, they can't convert here.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos up now first and 10 right at the 30. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch. Yeah,
especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Ball on the 30 as they come up second and 10. Back to the air. Keenum on second down. And he'll find Sutton on the right side complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. A shotgun snap for Keenum. And he fires one, but incomplete.
He had a good game catching the ball in the backfield a week ago, and they're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, as he can really impact this offense. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And it's taken in at the 9. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
A first down throw, Darnold. Complete outright to Kurz. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now it's Darnold, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Darnold. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
Dumps off to Powell. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. I ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Calling a loss of 2 on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. This is caught. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of this opening quarter. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Throwing on first down is Keenum. Dancing to his left. Big hold of the 30, and he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2, and they've got it here with a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Stand down. On 53. Right. Hey, orange arm. Orange arm. Hey, go, Roger. Right.
On first down, Keenum. Looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
They start this with a run for Powell. And nowhere really to go there. He'll take this up just shy of midfield. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's Darnold now on 2nd down. Able to spin free. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets 1st down.
So that's what that elbow in my ribs was all about. You thought they were going to throw the ball as well.
Absolutely. I think everybody thought they were throwing the football, caught him off guard.
Yeah, I'm telling you, when you have the courage to make that type of a play call, a lot of times you actually get rewarded.
They go play action here on 1st down. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Wolfe able to get in there and drop him for a 2-yard loss.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The Jets on 3rd down. They've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Now let's go. 319. 319. Right there. Oh, here we go. Gone. Check. Watch. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Darnold down to throw. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Von Miller in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. On 4th down, here's Lachlan Edwards to punt it. Back deep, Adam Jones. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Try to shake off the interception.
Oh, my God. That was just way too early. I'm just way tripping.
So that is 3 interceptions now in this first
time to let
half.
that
You hate to
get
ask the
through.
question, but let's be honest. We're thinking about it. Do you need to go in a different direction next year?
Potentially. We know that he's probably not going to be on the Pro Bowl ballot. That's not really his stature here. But he has been their starting quarterback for this game. So they've got to weigh things about who's behind him. Do they think he can snap it back into gear? Maybe change up the play calling to help him out a little bit.
Now a first carry for the former Cleveland Brown, Isaiah Crowell. down to about the 22 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, here's Crowell. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Darian Stewart there to bring him down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319. Detroit. Detroit. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
3rd and 2, Darnold. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
Now where does the ball get placed?
At the 1-yard line.
1-yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it with Crowell. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Isaiah Crowell, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
The touchdown was scored by the runner, but the offensive line, they feel like it's theirs. They blocked that one up perfectly, allowed him easy access to the end zone.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And they're going to bring him down just past the 15, and a flag down as well. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now a first down throw. Keenum. Sanders has it over the middle. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27. Back in the first quarter, you said it. They need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Finding some room at midfield. And a cutback, right sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. A huge play there for Denver. 56 yards on the ground. So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a first and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now, because is he rewarding himself for a great run, or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. This is first and goal from about the 8. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a second and goal.
I know he might be a little winded after that previous long run, but now you're in goal-to-goal situation. That changes what you do defensively, and it worked for them on that play.
Maybe try to reward him after that long run. We'll see if they go back to him again on the ground. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. Now Keenum. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, Brandon, we see why it's a team game there, because there's a sigh of relief that they just released defensively. If he's able to get that one away, that's likely a touchdown. But instead, that pressure from the front got to him and forced the incompletion.
You're right. He had him open, just a split second too late on the release. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2.
Take 52. Take 2.
They'll run it. Freeman. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Royce Freeman with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit, because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. A first update now from Cincinnati. The Dolphins have jumped out to an early lead in their ball game, and we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Darnold on 1st down. Going underneath for Corral. And he showcases the spin. A pretty good gain before he's taken down. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the 1st. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Darnold from the gun. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
To throw is Keenum. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Jordan Jenkins coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Shotgun snap for Keenum. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Keenum. Got a man. He finds Sanders. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. First down, Keenum. He's going to fire one deep, middle, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Marcus May with a pick, and his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit!
A final shot before the break. Darnold is going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. Picked off by the corner, Bradley Roby. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Well, who needs a halftime? Am I right? Let's resume play. So we've hit halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the home team, the Jets, leading this one. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
Still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
To throw on 2nd down is Darnold. Flush to his right. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Darnold on 3rd down. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. So now a look at the Broncos as they head back out there for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance to turn that into points on the offensive end.
Can you imagine what the grease board looks like at the half? Because
no, tell me.
That's exactly what they printed up. Stop them on defense, get the ball back for our offense, and go downfield and score.
And he loses the football a second time. And the Jets have recovered.
All these years we've been watching the game, I start to get the sense that whenever it rains out, those guys have to touch the ball and carry it. They're extremely resentful about that weather.
Yeah, I'm just happy I'm not resentful that we have a roof over our heads. I know that much.
Yeah, maybe we won't fumble our play sheets here as we just saw the fumble happen on the field.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Throwing is Keenum on third down. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 48. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. Got you up last week and this week. That's 9 interceptions in this two-game stretch, and we're not done here.
It's almost as if they can't even believe their eyes. Or maybe, partner, is the confidence level in him so high that they believe he'll get out of it and make plays for them to win a game.
Well, they've said they believe in him. That's being tested right here. After the interception, here's Darnold. Over the middle, complete. That's Powell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Sometimes it seems like a tough world out there. Many thought Sam Darnold would go #1 overall to the Browns, and he fell to #3 to the New York Jets. I think he fell to a great situation. He gets to go to New York with a rebuilding team, take over the job right then and there. And while many were expecting Broadway Baker Mayfield, instead they got sudden Sam Darnold, and I think the Jets fans are going to be very happy to have him.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
On 2nd and 10, Darnold flushed out right. A little dump off for Corral. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll lead here to a third down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Now Darnold buying time to his left. And it's a fumble. The Broncos say they have it. They do.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it in the pocket, out of the pocket. but it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Launch a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be taken down for a loss back at the 3. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Let's go, let's go. Hey, 1 yard. 1 yard. Right. Like 20.
Out of the gun, Keener. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time.
22. 22. Very left, very left.
On 3rd and long, it's Keenum. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And now here's another interception. Picked up by Tremaine Johnson. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a jet touchdown. Santos now to add the PAT. This no good. Just his 2nd miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. So the Broncos coming out now. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you've got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Keenum to throw on 2nd down. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing on 3rd down, Keenum. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Keenum now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Keenum now to throw. And he hits his target, Deshaun Hamilton. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Keenum now on first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because...
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Deshaun Hamilton with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Broncos get a bit closer. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And the Jets set to take the field. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. On 1st and 10, Darnold. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Derek Wolfe in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon.
That's his second sack of the game, and the best defensive ends, they do their homework as much as offensive guys do. They know how to beat the offensive lineman across from them, what moves they need to do to set them up. This guy's been pretty good at it all game long.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Off of play action, Darnold. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Play action is supposed to be used to slow down pressure, slow down blitzes. In this case, though, if it takes a little too long to develop, you got people right in your face.
And lucky just to get rid of the ball with the arm going forward. Could have been a fumble. The Jets on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 17. To throw is Darnold. And he hits his man, Matthews. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That goes for a gain of 31.
Really? Really? Did we just see that? That's a big catch. One-handed, I might add, to pick up a first down.
I was going to say on 3rd down for the defense, it's one thing to give up a reception. You just got to shake your head on a one-handed catch to pick up the first. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Corral. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Thomas has got it. Complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Sam Darnold looking like he belongs. 3 touchdown passes now in the ballgame. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
And on the return, here comes Adam Jones. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Keenum going to lead the Broncos out now 1st and 10 at their own 18. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Oh, partner, that play brought back memories. Watching them string it out, letting the runner get all the way to the sideline area, but not letting him get out of bounds. They formed that picket fence and didn't allow him through.
Not only that, got him for a loss as well here. And one of the reasons they lead in the 4th quarter, plays like that.
Yeah, it took a little more time off the clock making him do it that way, didn't it?
And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 59 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And now they'll throw with Keenum. Letting one go deep for the... And my goodness, another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a 1st down. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To Crowell, and he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back at New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go longer. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. That one goes for 24 yards. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Gun!
Now it's Darnold. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Here's a give to Crowell. They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at third and the nose of the football.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
Here's Darnold. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. 4 touchdown passes for the rookie Sam Darnold. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, what, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. And Denver getting set to take the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they do the interception and finish off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And Sutton hauls it in over the middle. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a first down throw. Keenan. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Time for a break. This one all over but the shouting. We'll finish it after this. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
Let's go. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Right back to him on first down. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
22. Hey, go Rodgers. Check. Watch 54.
Keenum on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Keenum. Now a desperation. And now here's another interception. Marcus May with a pick. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct.
319.
They begin with a run by Crowell. And he'll get him a bit of breathing room across the 5 to the 6-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
And while they hope to continue this drive, it's really already mission accomplished. They've given enough space now that they have to punt the ball. They've done so with that first run.
And Darnold wants to throw the football. Going underneath for Crowell. And they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Well, Charles, the forecast called for rain throughout the entire game, and we got rain throughout the entire game. But these two teams, they had fun getting dirty out there. They love the slop.
Did you trust the forecast ahead of time? Or are you one of those guys that's skeptical about it, or did you trust it?
But when I saw just a big blob of green on the radar, I said, okay, let's trust.
Yeah, and that's why I'm glad you took my advice. Get your notes laminated, because, you know, open-air booth, that rain can affect us as well, although not as much as the guys on the field. But let's face it, it's kind of fun to watch these types of games, isn't it?
It is. By the way, how impressive is it that you travel with a laminator? I didn't even know there was a portable laminator.
The things that you learn.
Golly, wise beyond his years. So for the Jets, it took a while, but they finally get that first win after 4 straight losses. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll have a chance at redemption next week at home against the Los Angeles Rams. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.
Oh, shit. Here we go with this hot shit. Hey, check this out, Ray. How about you look underneath there, underneath the paper. Yeah, come on over here.
I didn't know what you wanted me to do.
Yeah, it's been all that.
No.
I know, that's why you couldn't just do it. Alright, a ho-ho and another ho.
You want to know this?
Two family size. What's the family size?
Usually like 10 box.
Family size.
So you pretty much want
Two family size boxes. Two different ones.
So you want those two super cakes or some of those muffin things.
What's a muffin thing?
Those chocolate muffins with the swirly white on top.
Oh, that's what I thought you were talking about from the damn beginning. Let me see that.
No.
How about another butter?
Nutter butter
Yeah,
bugs?
y'all know that.
They're good. Especially if you don't want milk.
Yeah, I know that.
Nutter butters are good. I used to always get you.
Little deep, baby.
So you want the Nutter butters and not the nutty bars?
Appreciate that. Peanut butter and jam.
Comes the sweetest show of the holidays. 10 bakers.
It's just a cookie.
Some will rise, some will fall. One added spice. Post Baby Spice joins Spice Adams.
I don't like that.
I love it. The Great American Baking Show Holiday Edition premieres Thursday, December 6th on
Pay your ass
ABC.
before looking at your ass.
You okay?
Yeah, nutter bars. Nutter bar. Yeah, nutter.
Nutter bar and all.
I'm okay.
No,
It's not terrible.
you didn't know I had no hoes. You didn't know it was really a thing. Like, oh.
No hoes and nutter.
So what you call yours?
Swiss rolls.
Oh, so they switch roll to hoes?
They're just made by two different companies. Swiss rolls and
Oh, we have that chocolate all.
let's see, the Swiss rolls are made from a little bit.
Yeah, see, I didn't say
I
anything.
think this zebra cakes might be a good idea
No, I had a different plan.
too. Huh?
You used to eat the ding dongs.
No, we don't like my birthday.
I don't think that's a good idea.
You did. Hostess. Oh, the things you were talking about earlier. Just cupcakes. I'm talking about you used to eat those ding dongs too.
No.
I know you want ho-hos. I'm just saying, you used to eat ding dongs.
Okay, you trying to play
How come these have terrible names like all of them do? You got ding dongs, ho-hos, and nutter butters.
You ain't seen that bit? You ever seen Slap Your Mama?
No.
I ain't lying to you, Slap Your Mama. Look up
Ho-hos.
Slap Your Mama, see.
Like having him seem like someone else. A very smart,
Slap your mama.
good looking someone else.
Wow.
Apologies, you didn't compliment me.
You would put that in a sandwich bag and act like they came up with some new
I
shit
know
that
that
ain't
it's
nobody
be
know.
complicated. Want to make your ex jealous doesn't make you a bad person, just makes you a human person.
Okay, on a mission.
Alright, all you need to do is
And
yes.
if we were ever to ask one to be for the right reason.
It's about $2
Go
a
out,
pound.
maybe become limited.
Yeah.
Career for your friends.
Hey, baby, is it okay if I get the food before I pass out?
Yeah.
I know you like to go and go to everybody's house, say hi to them. Like, my dad's waiting on me. I gotta hurry up.
I don't
Alright, bye,
even
Jack.
hang out with anybody who lives on this side of town. But you don't want nothing to drink? I mean, I know you want me to get the almond milk for like for the house, nothing else. You just want me to get the almond milk.
Yeah, they only gave you $10. Right now, you start asking for more shit. It's $70, come back and tell me.
Yeah.
Hey, but check this out, though. One more thing. I'll tell you when you come back.
It's not out the house?
It's not out the house. It's out the house, but it ain't out the house.
Okay.